what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Jed Ed Adventures. Today I have a buddy, Michael. We went to go see Strangers Pray at Night. We're gonna be doing the non-spoiler review, and then after that we'll do the spoiler review, and I'll put the time, obviously, in the little description area. So first things first, it unexpectedly was actually not that bad.
Yeah, I was surprised. Pleasantly surprised.
I went in thinking that it wasn't gonna be that good, but the suspense was there. The production of it was actually not that bad either.
Yeah, no, it had a lot of similarities to the first one. You know, I was kind of expecting it to not be as good as the first one, but
I was confused in the beginning. I was like, is this a sequel? Is this a prequel?
Yeah.
And then, because I meant to watch the first one before we saw this one, and that didn't happen just because of the time reasons, but I'm assuming it's the same people harassing the people?
Yeah, it seems like it. I mean, they're same
mask and everything. It seemed like they had the same stature
right.
from the first movie. I don't know how soon after the events of the first movie this happens. It's not really clear on that.
No timestamps or nothing.
No, nothing. It's just jump right into it, which is another thing I didn't mind. That was kind of cool. It's just boom right into the movie.
Threw you right into it, and there's kind of no questions.
There's not much dialogue.
Yeah,
if you think about it,
no.
and it wasn't bad. It wasn't a bad approach. It has not the same producer from the first one. Different, written by the same person, but different producer this time. Director, whatever you want to call it. But honestly, right off the bat, I give it a 6. And a 6 is not bad in my terms. I'm really harsh on horror movies or thriller movies, but I had to give it a 6.
6?
Yeah.
I'd probably give it a 7, honestly.
7?
Yeah. Yeah,
Nice.
only because it kind of caught me by surprise. You know,
Yeah.
I love when movies, like, I go into them with the mindset, this is going to be cheesy. It's just not going to be that great. And I would probably be a 6 with you, but I think that what kind of nudged me to a 7 was the soundtrack.
The soundtrack.
The soundtrack.
And the soundtrack has this, like, what's the 80s?
I would say it's kind of like an 80s type.
Like a late 80s type vibe.
Definitely.
And it was weird, and it went with the scenes very well, and it made it a little bit more creepier.
Definitely.
And it gave you that, like, edge of the seat kind of on some specific scenes more than others.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, I if someone asked me, hey, should I go see this movie? I'd say sure. You don't really have to see the first movie for this one.
No, that's true.
I mean, you can always see this movie and then go back and see the first one. It's not something that's necessary. But I would recommend to go see it.
I would recommend it.
It's one of those one-time movies.
Yeah,
Go see it once.
Right.
I'm not gonna jump into the theater and see it again.
No.
But
pick it up on DVD maybe.
Yeah, it's one of those that I wouldn't mind collecting for the
definitely.
horror genre.
Right.
And so if you're thinking about going to see it, go see it. There's our opinion. It's based on true events, is what it says, and we'll get further into that in I guess the when we're dissecting it in a minute. But any final thoughts for the people who haven't seen it, who are on the edge of it?
Yeah, I mean, see it. Yeah, go watch it. Yeah, go watch it. Decide for yourself.
And spoilers if you have seen it and give a crap what we think, or if you haven't seen it and don't care and just want to find out more about it or what we thought. In 3, 2, 1. Why wouldn't you take your phone with you if you're leaving somewhere? Like, I get they're trying to have a game night. That was like the first thing. Like, who doesn't take their phone?
That was my biggest problem with the movie, man. I get it. You know, the movie would have been done with in like 30 minutes had they taken their phones.
Exactly, and that was my biggest like quarrel with the movie. Is like, who doesn't take their phone if they're gonna go out somewhere, or
Right.
I understand the scene is going on and the daughter leaves dramatically, but still,
Dude,
like, if I'm the brother, I'm like, I'm gonna go look for her. I'm gonna take my phone.
For sure, man. And like, I don't know what was wrong with those characters. They're like way too nonchalant about going out into the woods at night. You know, I mean, I get it's a plot device, but still, you know, that was like, I was thinking about that for like 5 minutes.
Even
why?
Even if it's like my uncle and aunt's like lake resort, like I'm gonna be it's creepy.
Yeah,
that's creepy.
Yeah, it's very creepy.
I'm not gonna walk in like a town full of like trailers and trees and shit and just like hope for the best. And especially after I know someone's there. I'm not running anywhere.
No.
I back to the music though and everything. It was done beautifully. Besides the
It really
hiccup with the
was.
phone that I found that it bothered me a lot. But it was set up great. The scenes were great. My favorite scene, honestly, had to be when he kills when the first one dies.
Yeah, yeah.
That was intense because the music's going and it has that
It's
fade
by the
and
pool.
he's already like batshit crazy from seeing his mom dead and
man.
his
It
dad
was
pierced
intense.
with the freaking wood, and then he's just
Dude.
stabbing.
Oh man, that was great. That was great.
What?
I like how they tied it into, like, you know, of course his character, he's like, oh, I play baseball, whatever. He has a little golf club.
He just swings
turns
at
around
her.
and swings and knocks her out. Oh man.
Every time someone is walking, or every time someone has their back towards something, I'm expecting the other, because that's the way they set it up to feel. Because every time you see a character like doing something or standing over somebody or they have their back towards something, I'm expecting to see someone behind them.
Yeah, of course.
And most times than not in this movie that happened.
Yeah, more often than not, I would say.
And it was I don't know why, I just wanted to see their face so much.
Right? I think it's, well, I guess that's like the whole appeal of the movie. You know, they have the mask. That's, you know, the
You don't
same
know
thing
their
with the first
identity.
one. Exactly. Yeah.
And I think the reason was kind of crazy in a simple sense, and you know, there is crazy people out there, and for those of you who saw it or don't remember what's going on, or I don't know what's going on, but you know, in that scene where the girl pulls off the mask off of the younger girl's face. And she asks, you know, why?
Yeah.
Why are you doing
Yeah.
this? And she's like, why not?
Yeah.
And I'm like,
oh, okay.
Let's just go kill people.
Oh, I got my answer. You know?
Yeah, and it's like, it's not. I don't know if that frustrated me, or I don't know if I was okay with that,
Yeah.
because some part of me wanted a more in-depth
Yeah,
reason
for sure.
as to why you're going and murdering people. But I guess that's the craziness of it.
Yeah, it's like,
You don't need a reason.
right.
We're
It's I guess it's just the appeal of it. You know, it's like anybody can.
yeah,
you
and
know?
I guess it makes it more of a real sense.
Yeah.
You know, not to
definitely.
have a reason and just go kill people.
Yeah.
And we looked up the based on true events thing, and it's not really all based on. I was reading, and the writer wrote for the first movie. It was actual events that happened to him. Apparently, it was what I was reading. And the only true thing that happened is the knock at the door.
Yeah,
pretty
yeah,
much.
just
I was reading on Wikipedia that doesn't stand too firm, but. I was reading that he got a knock at the door one time, and it was a girl, and you know, it was weird, and there was burglars all around the house. That's the only true part.
Yeah.
The killing, no,
None of that happened.
The,
None of
the
that
knock,
just
the knock
exaggerated.
happened though.
Yeah.
So that's as much as it. And I got it was cool to see based on true events. You know, it always gives you that extra little tingle, like did this actually happen?
Did this actually happen?
Yeah. And I don't know, what else did you think as far as spoiler wise, or what, like, did you have any major like flaws with it, or any like major like likes? You know, we went over the music was great.
Yeah, the whole vibe. I mean, besides the music, which the music, the vibe, and everything, and even we were talking about this, even like from the beginning of the movie, from the title sequence. You know, you see strangers pray at night come in, you see the title come in, like it was like a John Carpenter movie or something. You could tell they were definitely going for that kind of vibe.
Yeah,
like an old school horror.
It had that vibe, and I didn't mind it. That's one of the reasons why I liked it a little bit more. Everything from, you know, like you said, the title screen coming in, it had that old vibe, and then they brought it in with the music.
Yeah.
And I like, in a weird sense, I really like, in the scene that I enjoyed most when the son is killing that girl, the pool scene and the neon.
The neon.
The neon
made
offset it in a great way, and it was super attractive to the eye,
Yeah.
and everything going on, and you know, even I like just that whole scene, to him falling in the pool.
Yeah.
You know, being on edge, like is he gonna
man.
kill another one? What's going on?
The whole fight with the Axeman in the pool was like, I was like, man, like what's gonna happen here?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I was like, I guess I kind of knew. I was like, yeah, he's gonna.
He's done.
He's done. He's done.
He's done.
He's the axe guy, you know. Like this guy's done, and sure enough, you know, he ended up getting stabbed. I didn't see his sister coming. I didn't see that coming. His sister coming.
No,
fish him out
I
of the
thought she was
pool.
gonna stay there.
Yeah.
I thought maybe it was gonna pull back and they were gonna find her.
Yeah.
And you know, I wasn't expecting a happy ending per se.
Yeah. No.
And I guess they're ending it with the whole strangers thing because they're all assumed to be dead.
Yeah. I mean, Axe guy, I don't know. He like died a couple times.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I wasn't expecting him to come back at the end.
Yeah,
at the truck.
Oh man.
And then how much of a douche is that lady for getting in the truck and driving away?
Oh, man.
She saw the dude behind him and immediately just booked it for
like,
her
I'm
truck.
done.
Yeah.
Dude, this girl's like half dead.
I was
You know.
like, this douche.
Oh man.
And then, there was the knock at the door at the very end.
Yeah.
You know, and then I thought they were gonna settle it all and just the nurse walking in.
Yeah, the doctor
or something, and it'd be like, okay, that's I get it.
Mm.
The one last little freak out.
For sure.
But it doesn't. It leaves it open ended. But all we ever know of the strangers is there being those three.
Yeah.
Even from the first movie.
Yeah, that's all we ever see. We just see those three people.
And they're all assumed to be dead. I mean, I know the
two chicks are definitely
the two
dead.
chicks are definitely dead with the amount of times that they got shot and stabbed.
Yeah, repeatedly.
And it was really cool to see the human aspect of every character. From the son not wanting to kill the girl. Yeah. And to him, being pushed over the edge, shaking after he kills the girl.
Yeah.
The woman, I guess.
Right.
But yeah, it was a good feel. I still give it a 6.
Yeah.
And you gave it a 7.
I still give it a 7
because it was unexpectedly great.
Yeah, it was unexpectedly better than I thought it was gonna be.
Yeah. I like the homage to the old feel. I don't honestly any movie that gives it that old feel and mixes in the soundtrack with it. It's automatically.
Yeah, I'm a sucker for that 80s vibe or that
Yeah.
She even had a Ramones shirt on.
Which was it doesn't really say what time period it's set in.
It doesn't.
I mean, they do have smartphones.
They have smarphones.
So
that's what
I'm
throws
guessing
it off.
that I'm guessing it's just current.
Stuff. Take the phones away. It could have easily been set in the mid 80s, late 80s around there.
Yeah,
definitely. I think it definitely could have gone that way.
I thought. From the state that they find the aunt and uncle in with the jaws all torn open, I thought it was gonna be a little bit gorier.
Yeah, I thought it was too.
And I was kind of hoping for it to be a little bit gorier.
I was too. Yeah.
I think if it was a little bit gorier, I probably would have upped my rating on it to a 7 because it already has that intense silence, not much dialogue, going on, and that kind of got me a little bit on the edge of my seat, and it was good. Yeah, it was good.
Definitely. That was kind of the first big shock of the movie was finding the aunt and uncle and
with their jaws
open, ripped open, and that was gruesome. I loved it.
I liked it, and those are the type of horror movies that I like. The gorier the better to me. I'm all for the Evil Dead crap. Yeah. Where it's just blood and guts everywhere, and it kind of got me excited, and then I pulled it back. For the tone of the movie, they had a constant tone. Yeah. It was a good vibe all around from the silentness of it and not much dialogue. I didn't mind the not much dialogue. Yeah. That was cool. They set it up really well. Any final thoughts?
Again, go see it. Go check it out. If you like the first one, you won't be let down.
No, and it's a different director.
Yeah.
It's a different director.
Same writer though, right?
Same writer. Different director. To be honest, from what I remember from the first one, this one's better.
I kind of liked it a little better. I liked the first one for what it was,
It's a new concept.
Yeah, it was
fresh.
Right, it was a fresh take on it, But I actually did kind of enjoy this one a bit more, surprisingly.
So go see it. That's Jeff and Michael's rating. Till next time, guys.
20,000 leagues. Stop, drop, and roll. Fire spitter. Babe Ruth behind the mic. I'm a heavy hitter. I'm dumbing it down for you common folk. And still are better than these other rappers. Shit's a joke.